So, Debbie, I know that your particular gift set for EFT directly lies in EFIT and how you set up encounters. Can you explain a little bit about how you do that?
Yeah, so one thing I've been really enjoying recently about EFT is particularly with EFIT in the sense of shaping encounters with significant others. So, some clients have a history of secure relationships that they can do those encounters with pretty easily. Those clients are pretty rare. But most of our clients do not have a history of secure attachment relationships. Um, and if they do have relatively safe relationships, a lot of times they haven't had the experience of going into their vulnerability, allowing them to feel it in the presence of someone else and then share it. And so that's something that I've really enjoyed helping my clients do, because it gives them both an experience of what that feels like with me and with imagined others in the encounters. But then it also helps them get one step closer to doing that with people who are in their lives. And so one way we do that is you can do it very directly just by saying, hey, who are some people in your life that if you were in pain, you would go to for support and comfort? And saying, what would it be like to share this place that you're sharing with me? What would it be like to share with them? Right. And working through some of the blocks there, some of the fears, and then saying, okay, can we just do it right now? Right? Can you just close your eyes? Some people like to use an empty chair. I like my clients to visualize. And so can I say, can you just close your eyes and visualize saying that to this person? Right? I want you to imagine their face. Can you see their face? Yeah. Can you see their body language? What does their face look like? Right? How are they feeling just being in your presence? How do you feel just being in their presence? Right? And then can you share this with them? And I give them very specific words because in the beginning, when they're first getting used to sharing vulnerability, they usually do not know how to do that. And so they'll go off and they'll share other things. And so often I'll have to stop them and say, hey, can we go back? What just happened there? I asked you to share about your sadness and you shared about these other things, right? And so work that block and then go back and do it again, right? Or share the block. Say, this is really scary for me. It's hard to share these things with you. And so it's really lovely because especially for people who have long-standing patterns of not knowing that even sharing their vulnerability is even an option, it even just brings it into the realm of possibility for them. And so they're aware that that's even an option, whereas before they didn't even know that that was something that they could do or how it would feel, right? And so you're able to work through with them the discomfort in the office, right? So that when they're out in the real world and trying this in their relationships, it doesn't throw them off so much, right? It's something that feels familiar, and that even though it's still uncomfortable, it's hard, it's risky, it's not completely new. I would say another option is to use spiritual figures. So if they're Christians, you can use Jesus, you can use God the Father. You can have them visualize Jesus as, or God as a mother figure, right? It can be any way that they are able to visualize God in a way that feels safe for them. You can use imaginary figures. So who is someone who you think kind of idealizes your vision of who a mother should be, what a mother should be like, right? If you could have your ideal mother, who would that be? And you can kind of create that figure together or use someone who is more of a public figure or a historical figure that they can relate to well. Like I can't think of an example right now, but somebody that feels motherly to them. And then, of course, just like with any enactment that you would do with couples, after the encounter, you process, what was that like to share? What was that like to say? And then how did that person respond to you? What do you see in their eyes? right? What do you see in their face? How do they feel about you there, right? And just process that encounter. And so it's just a really great way to work with attachment fears and blocks to co-regulation, blocks to vulnerability in their relationships.